Good afternoon. Today I'm going to be talking about Japanese culture and then a lot of the cultural aspects that go along with it. Japan is an island country located in East Asia, located in the Pacific Ocean. It's made up of about 4 main islands and then thousands of smaller ones. The population of Japan is about 123 million people. And the capital city is Tokyo, one of the largest and busiest cities in the world. Japan has a constitutional monarchy with an emperor as a symbolic figure, but they also have an elected government that actually runs the country. The currency that they use in Japan is called Japanese yen. I hope I'm saying that right. So when we compare Japanese culture with the United States, there are some big differences that stand out. The first one, in terms of individualism versus collectivism, the U.S. is very individualistic. People are encouraged to be independent and live life pretty much however you want to, and to kind of stand out in your own way, if that makes sense. While Japan, on the other hand, is more collectivist, meaning they like group harmony, teamwork, and fitting in is very highly valued. Japan is also considered a high context communication culture, meaning they rely a lot on nonverbal cues, silence, and just a shared understanding rather than saying things directly. While here in the US is very low context, we usually value being direct and straightforward to one another. For uncertainty avoidance, Japan tends to have a very high avoidance. Rules, traditions, and planning are important things so that things feel more predictable, I guess you could say. The US is a little more comfortable with risks and flexibility. In terms of power distance, Japan respects hierarchy, whether it's at work, at school, or in the family. They do believe seniority and status is very important. The US is a bit more casual. People here, I feel like, feel a lot more comfortable challenging authority. As for competition versus cooperation, Japan emphasizes cooperation within groups, but there's still strong competition in education and the workplace, while the US leans heavier on individual competitions. The norms and values also differ. In Japan, respect, politeness, and saving face are essential. In the US, we often prize freedom of expression and being direct, even if it means disagreeing openly. If you were to visit Japan, there's a few different things that could cause culture shock for anybody from the US visiting, like formality and greetings, bowing instead of handshakes, or the unspoken social rules about eating in public or talking on the train. To avoid anxiety, I would definitely research etiquette ahead of time and observe how locals act and be respectful if you end up making some type of mistakes. Overall, researching Japan has taught me how important harmony, respect, and tradition are in the culture. If I was going to visit, I would definitely learn the communication styles and overall just their way of living. So, yeah.